All right. It says I'm live, and I guess I'm live. Oh, and we'll wait and see if we get anybody to join us here. That would be nice. Let me get the comments up so I can see them here. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Down. So I need feedback. Cool. Okay. Okay, pardon me while I type here. Just putting the instructions in here. And of course, it's in the description too of the video. Welcome. Somebody joined. And I'm too close to the camera here. So bidding is in $1 increments. Up to $10, and then $2 increments after that. Invoicing is done through PayPal. If I could type it here, it'd be nice. I think I never learned well. Okay. This way I can pin that. I don't know how to. That's one thing I never learned how to do. Pinning. Oh, there we go. Pin it right there. Okay. And we will continue on here. And I had one other person in there briefly and lost them. So I'll just talk to myself for a little while and see if anybody joins. I apologize. I'm not looking right directly at the camera, but because like I said, I don't type very well, and I have to look down at the keyboard. I'm not a one pen and pick type of guy. I knew keyboard well enough. I'm just not very efficient. So things went a nice day today, and here in Vermont, we had some 50-ish type weather, mid 50s, I think it was, and sunny most of the day, off and on. A few sprinkles, I think we had a couple times, but nothing serious. And we're looking for some warmer weather tomorrow. I think it's going to be in the 60s tomorrow, and then the weekend it looks kind of 50s and 60s with rain later in each day. So, but we'll see how it goes. And oh, hey, Tamara. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. And I need to. I guess I don't need to put any more information. I guess I have most of the information in the description. But Tamara, I know I don't have your info. So for shipping and stuff. So if you would email me this on the screen there, I obviously don't need your YouTube name, but your shipping and PayPal information, and that would be wonderful. Just in case, I don't think I have your information. So of course, I have other sources to get the information if you forget to send it to me. So that's okay. So I have got quite a few variety of items. No clothing, unless you consider a purse clothing. Tonight, but I've got games, jewelry, household stuff, things like that. So, oh, you have. Okay, I know the name is familiar, and I can never remember who sometimes bought for me. So, okay, great. I knew the name was very familiar. Thank you. I appreciate your buying stuff in the past. Yeah, it might have been one of them. Maybe one of the times I did a pop-up panel or something like that. I've done a few of those over the past year or so with Kim and some others. So, and I'm not in the marathon next week, but I do encourage people. I want to encourage people to go to the marathon on the next week. I think it's May 5th and 6th. There'll be a lot of people, so I'll be watching and looking for good deals myself. So. And let me see, we got a couple of people watching tonight. I don't want to put anything up too soon. Give a couple more minutes. I'm experimenting. Yes, I have some purses. Yeah. I'm experimenting with the time frames. I tried Monday night, I tried Tuesday night, and now I'm trying Thursday night. And I may try one night and one day next week, daytime one. So I haven't really decided which day. If it's going to be a daytime, it's probably going to be Monday, I'm thinking, or Friday, and one of the evenings, whether it be Wednesday or Thursday, Monday or Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I haven't decided yet. I don't think I'll do the day and the night the same day. It'd be too much for me. So, hey, Cheryl. So, great. Okay, well, I got a couple folks out there, so we'll get you started just to see what happens. And of course, anybody coming in later can always go back and see what was in the earlier stuff that didn't sell and send me an email. I always encourage that. Actually, a couple of folks have done that, and I appreciate that. I really do. So I am going to switch cameras. And oh, you bought purses. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Probably some of the. I might have been back in when I had a bunch of Vera Bradley stuff. I have one, I think, still somewhere isn't buried in one of the boxes, but nothing to no Vera Bradley tonight that I think of, unless I decide to dig it through the box. But I got one that's called Union Bag, another one from 31, and another one with nondescript, no label or anything. But they're nice looking purses. So cool. Okay, thank you. Some other stuff. Okay. All right, let's just switch camera and get started here. Give me a second. Switch over to my other camera, which has got a much better resolution than the camera I use for myself. And we'll start with this little 9 West necklace. And I know there's a bit of a glare from the ring light, so I will try and maneuver it around here a little bit. Probably put it in my hand. But it's still on. It is still on the placard. So, oops, let me get this out of the way. Just a second. There we go. And back this up a little bit. So, you can see it still says 9 West, and original price is on there. You can see. And I'm not concerned about that. But, I am going to start, and it's a gold tone with a little heart here and a little heart on below that with, I'm guessing, I always forget the name of the black. It's not rhinestone, but it's that black. I just had that on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, you know what I mean. And it's all gold tone. So let me just hang this up here a second and get the chat started with the price. So oops. Let me try that again. Now, what did I say? Oh, yeah. We'll keep that. We'll keep that at a reasonable price. Oh, beautiful leather purses. Oh, cool. Okay. I think I have a couple leather purses as well, and I forget by whom at this time. But maybe I'll dig. If I can reach them, I'll dig them out later on, if that's something of interest. But anyway, this is the 9 West necklace. I don't. Let's see if I get my. What did I do? My ruler. Here it is. Let's see if I can get a drop on that for you. It's going to be hard to get the exact drop because it's on this card, but I'm going to assume that looks like it's about 16. And then, of course, it has the extender. So you can go 16 to 18. And it even has the 9 West logo on the extender here. So you can see that. And we'll give it a few seconds here to handle the lag. And there is that. And if no interest, we'll pass for now. And that's okay. Got to start somewhere. I'm sometimes at a loss as to what to show for the first few times because I know that the audience doesn't build up really fast at first and then it gets crazier later sometimes and sometimes not. Well, as I said, we had a nice day here in Vermont today. Sunny, fairly typical style weather for us. Nothing crazy. All right, we'll pass for now. We'll try one more piece of jewelry here. What did I do with that? Just want to mark as I'm going along here so I don't repeat myself. Okay, I've got this really nice jewel. Let me move this out of the way in the back. This nice jeweled barrette. It's quite flashy. It's gold tone. And this SDX, I guess, assumes the manufacturer, but I don't know much about it. It's an interesting piece. Excuse me. You can see it fastens with this little, I'm going to try and show it here, little ball and fitting clip. No markings on the back that I can see. Let me put the camera there so you can see it better. Other than what's on the card that it came on. So I'm assuming it's a barrette that can be worn either way, either like so. And let me set it down for a second and leave it on the screen. There. Get the pen out of there. And then, see, we'll do a, let me see if I spelled it right. $3 start. So this nice little colorful barrette with a gold tone and multicolored stone. Oh, well, it's not stones. I think it's colored rhinestones or maybe even glass. I did not test it or anything. But anyway, that's the barrette. And like I said, the card has this name on it for SDX, and that was it. That was the only marking that was on there. So, this is interest on that little barrette. Oh, I know people still wear them. I see them on occasion. So, get this out of the way. Oh, hey, Cheryl. You're in at 3? Great. And the next bid would be 4 if anybody else is interested. If not, I'm going to say going once. Going twice. Last call. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. Sold to Cheryl. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. What was going to be next? Maybe we'll skip jewelry for a bit and try something else. I do have a lot of jewelry tonight, but I also have a lot of other things. So I'm trying to offer some variety. So let's set this aside for Cheryl. And let's see what we can tempt you with tonight. I don't know if anybody collects these, but I have several sets, and I'm gonna put them here and turn the light up a little bit because I think it'll help. These are the rose tea. And what I've tried to do as best as I could is to kind of put them in a theme. And I've got 5 sets of pieces. This is the larger set. This actually has 6 pieces in it. And let me get the camera up here. You can see it better. There. I apologize. I can't really zoom my camera. I can only move it closer. There. So, and there's the these 3 pieces. And so these are made by, I think it's a company, and it says it on one of the pieces here, I think, somewhere where it has the name of the manufacturer, which is Wade. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm spelling it right. And we'll start this at $5. So this for all 6 of these pieces. So I call this the sea. This is my seaside kind of collection. Is the fish and the diver's helmet, the crab, the lighthouse, and the treasure chest. I'm kind of thinking like, something appropriate to put in a fishbowl or something like that for decoration. The pieces that are there. If there's any interest in those. And I will put my marking down here that I'm starting that. And I have other pieces besides those that are different themes. If there's any interest, I have another seaside theme with a couple of different pieces. And I actually have 2 more, actually. And then I have others that are just animals, various animals. One has like a couple of the endangered species animals in it. But anyway, so that's the red rose stuff. I did comp a few of these, and I'm surprised that there are a number of people collect these out there. So there is some market for it. Apparently, certain pieces go for a little more than others. But I was trying to make this within reach, so that if there's somebody who's interested in these, that they can, if they want to turn around and flip them, there's room to be made on this. Even because they're fairly light, so shipping is not going to be expensive on these. So we'll give that another few seconds, and then while I try and figure out what I'm going to do next. Maybe I will throw a purse out there and see what happens. So, let me see here. Next. Okay, no interest in that for now. Okay, well, maybe we'll bring those back later if there's more people and see what their interest is. Okay, no interest in that. Some stuff out of the way here. And those are all. I know definitely all these red rose tea things are definitely vintage. Okay, let's bring the camera up, and I'm gonna use this backdrop here to see if we can get that in there really well. Okay, so this is a purse. There is no label, no name, no anything. It's just a very nice cotton, like I've been calling it paisley. I mean, that's the right word, but it's all cloth with pouches on the inside. let me just set that there for a second while you ponder that. And I will put a starting bid in there. I'm going to call it the Paisley purse, for lack of a better term, if I'm calling it right. What did I see? Yes. So that's 7. So, and it's really, really clean condition. And like I said, there are 2 sewn-in pockets on each side and the inside. And so it's a short hand with a basically shorter handles, not a shoulder purse by any means. But that is the first of the purses I have to show tonight. If there's any interest in that particular one, that's $7 start. Hey, Jocelyn, thanks for joining. So, anyway, so there's the purse. Like I said, I have a few others, and I can. The box is within the box I keep all the purses in is about 6 feet away, so I can dig into that if there's anything in particular anybody's looking for. Like I said, I don't recall if I have any additional pair of Bradleys. One thing I have a ton of, which I'm not showing tonight, is a lot of ceramics, everything from dishes and stuff. I also have a lot of artwork and things like that. So, one of the things I'm tempted to show in one of my auctions coming up soon here is I've got 2 nice prints of Freddie Mercury from Queen. One's in the frame, beautiful frame and everything, with a nice shipping box that came with it and everything. So if there's interest in those types of things, please zing me an email or and stuff. I also have a lot of comic books and things like that. I'm working with another gentleman on an estate sale, and we're slowly getting things together. So be all kinds of interesting things. I've got some vintage glassware, hurricane lamps, and things like that we're putting together. Just kind of throw some things out there. If anybody says, "Hey, I'm looking for this" or "I'm looking for that," I'm more than happy to bring it to auction or even do it that in some other manner if we need to. Of course, check my eBay and my Etsy channels are posted in my About on my on YouTube. If you go to my About Me, I do post the links in there. My YouTube, my eBay and links and those are different names. So because they've been around longer than I've been doing this, I didn't feel like changing them. So okay, no interest in that particular one, so we'll pass for now. It's not a problem. We've got plenty of things to show. So I left it there, kind of in the backdrop, but I have this book. I don't know if anybody's into cookbooks. This is like brand new condition, and it is a book that's called One Stock, 100 Soups. Take one basic recipe and make 100 kinds of soup. If there's any interest in this, I'll do a buy it now for $5. So I'm going to put that for a second so I can type that in the chat. I know you probably hear me typing. I apologize for that. I can't move the microphone away from my computer too much because then you may not hear me that well. And if I put it over by the table, you'll hear me shuffling things around. So that's the way it is. So we can see if there's any interest in that particular book. Again, One Stock, 100 Soups. It's in excellent condition. Summer tomato soup. Bacon and potato soup. Chicken and almond soup. Tomato and parsnip soup. Bacon and pumpkin soup. cream of chicken soup, avocado soup. Never heard of that. Broccoli and roquefort soup, vegetable broth, garlic soup, alfresco avocado soup. So, some pretty interesting stuff. Is any interest in that particular book? And Tamara is here in 5. Great, and that is yours. How's I buy it now? Cool. Soup book. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we'll set that aside for you. Like I said in the beginning, I wasn't other than purses. I don't have anything clothing related tonight. I do have clothing, but I just wasn't really ready yet to do much with it right now. I need to find a nice way to display it, and I haven't come up with anything just yet. Okay, let's see here. Oh, let's try. Let's go with something simple. Summer's coming. Anybody looking for a instant cooling towel? You can see the original price was around $6. I will say you can have it for. I have 3 of these, and if you want one, it's $3. So let me put that down for a second. And they're called. I've got one of these. They're really cool. You just wet it and then you wrap it around your neck, and they say they wet it, wring it out, and snap it to cool. To reactivate, simply repeat the steps. And a reusable instant cooling towel, $3. I've got 3 of them. So if you're interested, and you put something in the chat, tell me if you want 1, 2, or 3 for a instant cooling towel at half price. So I'll leave that there for a second. While I make a note of it. Okay, cooling towels. By a company called Mission. I guess they're. Does it say the dimensions on here? It doesn't. If it is, it's too fine a print for me to read. Oh yeah, there it is. 8 by 30. 8 inches by 30 inches. It's a good size. So. Okay. Alrighty. We'll pass for now on that. I'm not sure what the lag is. I've been trying to catch it on I've got my phone so I can try to measure the lag, and it looks like it's pretty typical tonight, so nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. I have some unusual stuff tonight too. When I say unusual, I mean I've seen other people do something similar, and this is really. I'll show it now, and I'm probably going to show it again later if there's more people are joining. But I want to know if there's any interest in little cartons like this. They're folded. They're flat. I have them flat. This is one I've opened up. This is about 5 by 5 by 2.5, I believe. Double check that. Yeah, 5 by 5 by 2.5. This would be like good for a small tart or cupcakes or whatever you want to put in there. I have 80 of these, and I will say 50 cents a piece if you want them. So if there's any interest in something like that. I know there's some people out there that, cook for family, or have businesses, but some also people just do this for family. It's nice to have little boxes to give these to people in. So if there's any interest in those, you just want a quantity of them. They're cardboard with a clear top and 5 by 5 by 2.5. And they're a hinged top. And if there's any interest in those, I have some larger ones. I have some larger ones that I think are, I want to say 7 by 7. These are 7 by 7. And those would be the 7 by 7 by 2.5. And those would be 60 cents each. And I have 68 of those. $60, 60 cents. If there's any interest in those. And those would be, again, small pie, set of cupcakes in there, whatever you want to store in there. And then you can hand them off to friends, relatives, whatever, your customers. But I have a bunch of them. So, and I'll bring that up again later in case somebody else joins that might be interested in. I was actually thinking of one of the people I've seen in the auctions and in the chat that has a business where they sell some products like this, and I didn't think I'd see them tonight here, but I was kind of thinking it was a possibility. So, but there they are. If there's any interest in that, so I got 68 of those and 80 of those. Cool stuff. Okay. Set that aside. All right, and let's see if my other pass for now on those. If again, is it interested? Wait. Let me know. This is a fixed price. It's a buy it now. Yeah, that's true, Tamara. They could be used for something other than food. I think the intent, because of the clear top, that they were for food. But you're right. Yeah. I'm not the creative type of person in that respect. I did probably think of something like that because I don't deal with boxes other than for shipping. So we'll pass for now. But like I said, I came across those. They were all brand new. And like I say, they're all stacked up nice and flat. So they'll ship very easy. So, okay. How about I think this was in the preview video for those that watched it, and I appreciate that, by the way. I got this nice little Ray Dunn Pray, Wait, Trust. And we will start this at 8. $8 start. If there's any interest in the Ray Dunn, let me show you the bottom to verify that. Yep, it really is Ray Dunn. Number 237. Dishwasher safe. China. May get hot in microwave. I didn't know that. It's very clean. A little bit of this little sticker residue on the bottom. Yeah, that's what that is. At the bottom, you don't see a lot of staining on the bottom, and inside looks very clean, very, very clean. Maybe dusty, but that's about it. If there's any interest in the Ray Dunn, and I know there was at least one of the people who's watched my solo videos here that collects Ray Dunn. So I don't know if they're here tonight or not, but if not, maybe they'll catch the video later and say, "Hey, I want that." So that would be okay too. So, and I actually have, as I mentioned in the preview video, I have a lot of items I could not fit on the table. I have games. If anybody's interested in games, maybe I'll show a couple. I'll show one here, and then just to see if there's any interest at all in games. and then I'll maybe show a couple more pieces of jewelry. Go keep bouncing back and forth between different items, stuff. I appreciate you folks for being here tonight watching. And like I said, this is, as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm kind of experimenting with what nights and maybe daytime possibly as well. I'm looking to go to twice a week and try to pick a time that works both for people who are interested and myself. I don't mind staying up late, but there's a lot going on usually later at night, and I find this time slot seems to be a little less crowded. But, okay, no interest in the ray down. I'll set that aside. We'll pass for now on that. Scars and hats. Ooh, Oh, there's a challenge. I would have to dig into my bins on scars. Hats. I have some vintage hats that I could dig out. I don't know if I can get to them tonight because they're the clothing stuff. Like I said, is kind of buried right now, and I didn't have a really good way of showing it. But let me think about that tomorrow. I may be able to do something. Just have to think about it. Think about where it is. The bin is. I can see the bin from where I'm sitting. It's got 3 boxes on top of it. Oh, I see what you said. Oh, the box was for. Oh, yeah. Scars and hats. Oh, sure. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought of that. Wow, how creative. Yeah, for resellers. Yeah. Thanks, Jocelyn. Yeah. Like I said, I'm jumping ahead when I see people type things in the chat, trying to guess what they're suggesting. So, my apologies. So, okay. Let's see. Any crafts people out there? I picked this thing up really good. It's very specific to the region I grew up in, actually, in Maine. This is the Portland headlight, and it is a craft. It is brand new, and what it is something to be painted. So you can see the picture of what they think. I've been there. This is sort of what it looks like, and they even give you what colors you need to get to paint it properly in here, and you can see the tag on the bottom. This is brand new, still in the original wrapping. It's made in Thailand by some company called Creative Crafts. It's all in the shrink wrap, and you would paint it. And what am I looking for on this one? So this is the Portland headlight in Portland, Maine. They don't call it they call it the headlight, not a. It's funny. Most people tend to think of this as, well, yeah, it's a lighthouse. Well, it is, but they call it the Portland headlight. And so we'll do this starting bid on this at 8. If there's any interest, anybody who's interested in doing this kind of crafting, paintings, it's quite well made, and I think I'm guessing ceramic from the bottom, but cast. And then they even tell you, the colors it should be and things like that on there. If there's any interest in somebody who's into crafting or painting, my son-in-law, he has a 3D printer, and he prints a little. They do the Dungeons and Dragons thing, and him and his son, and they hand paint each one of the figures. Quite tiny little brushes and everything. It's quite detailed, and they love doing it. He's got hundreds. I do mean hundreds of little figures that he's created. But anyway, that's the Portland headlight, and in Portland, off the coast of Maine, in Portland, Maine, near Portland, Maine. So beautiful place to visit if you ever go to Maine. Highly recommend it. The city of Portland itself is actually quite small, like 90,000 people, something like that. But quite nice to visit. A lot of things to see, and of course you have the coast. And it has an international jet port to fly into. So But anyway, that's that. A little bit of history on that, and there's some really nice walking around there, and it's if you look up that Portland headlight, and you'll see there's just tons of video and pictures and things like that posted everywhere. YouTube will have drone footage of it and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. So people actually, some people around here, they actually put it on out there to visit all the lighthouses on the coast of Maine, which is quite a few. So Maine has a very rocky coast, so that's all the lighthouses. But, okay, that's chatting about that. We'll pass for now. No interest in the lighthouse at the moment. We'll switch back to some interesting jewelry, we'll call it. This is a piece, let me make a note of it here before I pop it up. And this is a pin, and I'm going to try and set it down here so you can see it for a second, and then I'm going to see if it'll focus. There we go. While I type it up. Let's see. We'll start this at $5, and this is actually comes from the Boyd's Bear collection. You can sort of see it here underneath the thing. It says Boyd's Bear, and I'm sorry, video there, right? Boyd's Bear and Friends from Boyd's Bear. So this is fun is where you make it, and again on the back you can see the Boyd's Bear and Friends information, and there's an actual number here. I guess they're numbered. Now this is from 1995, so definitely vintage. Boyd's Bear collection, and this is the folklore collection. Our artists have brought to you wonderful wearable interpretations of traditional, not so traditional folk art subjects such as Santa, snowmen, not so quite guardian angels, cows, hares, moose, etc. So, and this guy here is called, if you look him up, he's called Jebediah, the frog, and that is what he is. Hey, Ed. Nice to see you. So this is Jebediah the frog. You can see on the original card. And it does say on here, not recommended for children under 8 years of age. Contains functional sharp point. Although there's no stabby factor here on this. I mean, it doesn't stick out beyond the piece here. So, but anyway, that's Jebediah the frog. If there's any interest in here, it. So, and we'll move on to the next item. Okay, where's my note on him? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. All right. We'll pass for now on Jebediah. Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah. I've got this. Go with that, I guess. I'm going to do this little wallet, and we're going to buy it now of $5. This is brand new, and I don't see a name on it, but it still has the original tag here. Wallet, little flowery. It's plastic, or acrylic or whatever, but it's got a zipper pouch there. Gold tone zippers. When you open it up, you can still see there's still the foam in there, and a place to put credit cards or whatever, and a change purse or whatever you want to call it in the middle. There. I'm sure it's not focusing very well, is it? My hands are doing that. So it's a buy it now, $5. Anybody's interested? Just a simple little flowery wallet. there's a bunch of zippered pouches and places to put a number of things on the inside. You can see the foam padding and stuff like that is still in there. Simple little wallet. Excuse me. It's time for a sip of water. Okay. There it is. Okay, no interest in the wallet. We'll buy it now. All right. We'll pull that. Is there any interest in it? Of course, they'll always let me know. I'm going to switch to a bag of jewelry. And I'm going to just dump out the contents because I think it's easier than trying to, you can see it, everything that's there. And let me do a do that. And I have a scale here somewhere. I'm guessing it's going to be about a half a pound. I don't know, 12 ounces. So, okay. Let's dump it out and see what's in there. Okay. Let me bring it up closer. There we go. So, I'm not going to try to untangle it. It is a tangled mess. But you can see a little everything, some gold tone stuff in here. This even has a little symbol on it. Looks like a crown type of thing. It says USA on it. Black beads, green beads. These are not stone. Some kind of a clasping pin of some sort. Interesting little odds and ends of things. Gold tone necklace in there. Somebody originally had a price on that. Oh, this actually has, interesting. Let's see if I can separate it out. It says genuine stone cornelian on it, on this gold tone necklace. So it's a little cornelian stone on there. There's a bracelet, a little wooden pin with an angel. A couple of, looks like you got a matching thing that looks little screw back earrings with the matching necklace is in there, and some kind of a silver tone with black there, and a little pendant piece there with a, I assume that's a simulated pearl and rhinestones. There's a lot of oddball things in there. One earring, must be the other one's in there somewhere, maybe. Some bracelets with some crosses on it. Any interest in just a random pile of jewelry that somebody could either reuse or sell it as is? Different things in there. As I say, there's a couple of bracelets. There's a few necklaces. One with a carnelian stone. One with matching earrings. Whoa, that's really long. Kind of an interesting pattern on that. Quite long, whatever it is. So, there's even a little stick pin in here. That is marked sterling. Oh, there you go. That's a sterling pin with the letter L on it. There you go. I'll leave that in there. It's marked sterling. Not very heavy, of course, but it's the little pin with a with a very with an L on it. Is interested in that. Did not know that was in there. Oh, lucky you. A bracelet. Another little ring with a heart-shaped piece on it. No interest in that. Okie 12 ounces of random pieces of jewelry and earrings and bracelets and one stick pin sterling and some other odds and ends of pieces, pendant, a couple pairs of earrings in there actually. So, no interest, so we will pass for now on that. Alrighty. Put that out of the way. Okay, let's try another purse. See if there's any interest in that. This is my purse by, I'm going to try and get it up on the wall here, up on the thing so you can see it better and display it best that I can. This is by 31, so it's not a full length, not a shoulder bag. And I'll bring it up closer here in a minute. We'll start this one at, let's say 7. So this is a brown zipper. This I call it like a purple or whatever, and white and pink, all mixed in. And there's the outer pouch. You can see the 31 label on the zipper. And nothing on the back side. The bottom looks really clean. Inside again is there. It's got a plastic lining. Oh, well, this may be the one that's a makeup bag then. This may be considered a makeup bag. Yeah, it's because it's got plastic lining. So I would say you might want to consider this as a makeup bag, only because of the plastic lining. Not in here. This isn't lined, but the main portion of it is lined. The outer pocket is not lined. It's just, well, it's lined, but I mean not plastic. And then you have the inner one here, and there's the label. There's the manufacturer's label here about how to clean it and everything, and then it says it's 31 again there. So, but starting bid of that on is $7. If there's any interesting, you see it's very clean. It has a little pull tab thing here. I thought there might be a side pouch, but it isn't. It's just the way it's made. And so I'm not quite sure what that was intended for. Maybe there was a shoulder strap at one time, but or maybe this is just to hold it while you're pulling the zipper. That's what I do. I grab that and then you pull the zipper and close it. So, any interest in that 31 bag? That's $7 style. Excuse me. This is usually a bad time of year for me with my allergies. The trees are starting to bud. Okay, well, we'll pass for now. No interest in purses at the time, I guess, at this time. All right, well, again, if there's any interest, zing me a note or something in the chat. Let's see here. Oh, I did promise to bring up some games. Let me grab that out of my box here. I've got one game that is brand new, never been opened, and let me see if I can look it up here. My list. Okay, let's make sure I'm not shorting myself here. Oops. Okay. Come on, computer. Trouble. Calculator. Okay. This game is called Chronology. So let's. Oh, let's start this. Let's say $5. And it's brand new. I don't know anything about it. It says it's the 20th anniversary edition. A game where you make history. And then it's got, do you know where this card goes in the timeline above? Oh, so that's how it works. Okay. And it says it's for 14 plus age group, 2+ players. Includes 58 events spanning over 2,000 years. So it's really for the history buffs out there, I would say, or somebody who thinks they're a history buff. Yeah, so they give you Gettysburg Address, Disneyland opens, Man lands on the moon, the bikini is introduced. And so where in the timeline does that go? That the bikini was introduced? Was it, I don't think it was. I don't know what it was, actually. I don't know what the answer would that be. But anyway, that's the game for $5. If there's any interest in that. And then I've got a bunch of games actually. I'll try to find one I think is kind of funny. Here it is. This is the one I've played this game with my grandchildren, and I'll wait till I'll bring it up in a minute. But it's for ages 8 and older, and you'll see. And surprisingly, my granddaughter had just as much fun with it as my grandson. So, and I say that not being sexist or anything, but girls tend to not be as interested in the same things as boys. So, okay, we'll pass for now on this one, and we'll put up this card game. It's called Zombie Flux. Now, this has been used; it's not new, but if you look this one up, you'll see it's actually pretty popular. And we'll start this one at $5 as well. And so it's a card game, and you can see that all the instructions and everything's still here. The cards are all still here, and it's an interesting game to play. Rules are not that complicated, but it's from the dark side of Looney Labs. It says the ever-changing zombie card game, and the dead of returning life. So what are you going to do about it? And it's a kind of like I call it role playing, but anyway, it's got 100 cards plus instructions. It says from 2 to 6 players, ages 8 to adult, and it takes about 10 to 40 minutes to play, which is true. But fun card game to play with kids or adults. But anybody who's into zombies, there was a big zombie thing for a while back in the movies, and it seems like every movie you were seeing was Zombieland and a few others that were out there that were quite popular. I think that's about what the time frame this game came out. It says 1997 to 2008. They produced this game. Sounds about right. So, any interest in this Zombie Flux card game at $5 start? Okay. Oh, go to that. I want to bring it up again. And the other one was the chronology game. Okay. goodness. Okay, well, I'm interested in the zombie game. Let's try nice little ceramic container. Don't know much about it. It's very clean, no chips. There's a little bit of fading in the gold paint right there on the top, which isn't visible until you take the cover off. It has this interesting symbol on the bottom. I'm guessing it goes like this. One time I thought it might be German made, but I'm not 100% sure. It's got the letters PV on there, and it's in very good condition. And when you run your hands on it, it's actually raised up. The painting is actually it's actually raised up. It's like not applique, not the word I'm looking for, but it's not smooth. It actually has some three-dimensional feel to it. And so let's see, what is this one? My list. Oh, what did I do with that now? Trying to find it on my list here so I can mark off that I've shown it. Well, you know what? I'll just put a number out there and I'll start. Painted canister. We'll do a starting bid on this of, well, let's say $6, I guess we'll say. Let's see if there's any interest. And I come across it on my list. Alrighty. Just checking things off here that I've shown. Well, tomorrow's in at 6. Anybody interested at 7? And otherwise, we're going to say going once. I'll show the bottom again. Interest. The inside is very clean. There's a little sticker residue on the bottom. I did try to clean that up a little bit, but that PV is written on the lid too. That's interesting. Very interesting. So going twice. I'll kind of get as close to the camera as I can here for you and show you all of it. So you can see the edges, because that's usually any chipping will be on the edges, right? So, oh, there's a tiny chip right there. I'll take that back. If you want to retract, I'll understand. There's a tiny, tiny chip right there. Did not see that before. Right? I just missed it with my observation. So if you want to retract, that's fine. I understand. But you can see it right there. Give it a chance to focus here. But yeah, it is on the inner lip. Right there. So Tamara, if you want to retract, go ahead. I'll understand. It's not a problem. Don't see anything on the bottom, just that one spot. That's a shame. You can sort of see it there. Really good there. That's okay, Tamara. Not a problem. Let me pull it. Totally understand. Totally. All right, let me get that out of the way. Okay. Well, let's see here. Anybody interested? No, we'll try one. I've got this. I'm going to go back to jewelry for a bit, second here, because like I said, I have a fair amount of it. I have Leah Sophia in the box, and this is called the Navajo bracelet. It's silver tone. It's not silver. And I have looked this one up. Pass for now on the previous thing. And Leah Sophia. We'll do a starting vid of 9. So this Leah Sophia bracelet, it's called the Navajo bracelet. I did look it up. And they say this coming in the original box. It's in very good silver tone, not silver. And if there's any interest in that, we'll start it at $9. Very, very clean. I think it was purchased and just put away. Never worn. My wife does not like cuff bracelets, so this may have been something she may have acquired, but not worn. That's an interesting pattern on it. Is there any interest in the Leah Sophia? Is that in the original box? I'm going to check that one off my list. Oh, that's right. I got a couple other things I don't normally show. Let's do that next. Okay, well, I'm going to pass for now on the Leah Sophia, I guess. Yeah, that was pretty, Tamara. I wish it wasn't chipped, but oh well. It'll go up in the yard sale. All right, we'll pass for now on the Leah Sophia. Are there any comic book folks out there? I have. These are called Double Digest. They're small. They're not a full size, like a full size comic. They typically run. Was it the upside down? They typically run 6.5 by 5. And I have a bunch of these. This particular one is number 49, which is. These are in excellent condition. This one's from February of 1996. I have quite a few of these Jughead ones, and I think what I may ask for on these is I have several. I have 11 to speak, actually. They're all pretty much in the same range. This is number 49, number 42, 43, 37, 39. Oh, we got two number 39s. This one's got a little bit of wear on the edge. This one's a number 45, number 44, number 51, number 48, and number 54. If there's any interest at all in the Jughead, they call them a double digest. Like I said, that except for that one number 45, the rest are in really amazing condition for the age. They're all from the 1990s because they're all from right around that. All that number is give or take a couple of years. If there's any interest in the Jughead comics, So I have 11 total. If you want me to show each of them, I can. I will go through them real quick. There's the one I showed already. Give it a chance to focus. There's another one. And another. And another. And another. And another. And another one. That's the same one as the other one. It's double. And another one. And there's another. And the last of the 11. So, any interest in Jughead comics? There we go. Excuse me. Like I said, I've got quite a variety of stuff tonight. But if there's no interest, we'll pass for now. And you can always get back to me later. I actually have access to some Archie ones as well. They're from a similar vintage. And I just don't have them in front of me right now. But these are the ones that are easy to grab. Okay. Well, let's try some collectible sort of stuff. Well, this actually was comic books. They're definitely vintage from the 90s. I actually sitting on about, I don't know, hundreds of comic books and boxes up in here. So. All right, let me set this down. Oh. Would there be any interest in cookie cutters? I have vintage cookie cutters. I do mean vintage. These are probably well over 30 years old. And I'm going to start these at $6, I think. And I'll show each of the sets I have. And I've kind of tried to make them in a theme. They actually came that way. This came from a person who has a cookie cutter collector. Say that really fast. And she passed away several years ago. And she probably had well over 10,000, from what I'm told, of these. So this one has a plane and construction, and it's made by and she even labeled them. LK Manufacturing Company. She used to go. There are cookie cutter conventions, and so here's a crane, and it's like a cement mixer, that kind of thing, for construction stuff. And there's a train, it's like there, or no, steamroller. And there's a train. Okay, I knew there was a train in here somewhere. So there's that one. So we're calling that the plane and construction set. There's that one. I'm going to set it aside here. Bring another set. This is brand new in the package. It's called a biscuit shapers. And the Bone Chef. It's again a plane and a roller and a train. Probably similar to the other set, but this is actually in a package, so that's why I'm moving it in the package. This is actually dated 1988. So we'll call that the Biscuit Collectors. Then I've got a set of farm ones. And so they have cow, and looks like sheep, and farmer, and goat, and so there's a varying numbers in here. This one has quite a few actually in it. They're all smaller, round shaped ones. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in there. I count correctly. So that's the farm one. If there's any interest in the farm one, just say that when you're bidding. And then I have this other batch that I called. What I call them because I can't see the piece of paper. The parade cookie cutters. So, so there. The parade cookie cutters, and this has got guy playing drum, big drum, big. Looks like a lion. Somebody with balloons, looks like, and gotta position it just right so I can figure out what it is. It looks like a bear on a ball. Yep. And so on and so forth. So you kind of get the idea. This all parade with. You get this about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like about 10 in there as well. Of the parade, I call it the parade cookie cutters. And I have one here that's called a Quality Tool Company. It looks like it was I'm guessing a gingerbread house type of thing, because you got the end of the house, you got a brick wall, and then you got something else here that could be the door or something like that. So, or windows or something. So I'm calling that the construction set. And then I think I had one more. Yeah, one more. This one is just a single one by itself. This is made by Cameo Distribution Company. It's for making dog biscuits. It says "I love my dog" on there, and then over here it says "puppy and a heart." Puppy love. I would say that one would. No, I'm not going to ask for $6 for that one, but somebody could just make an offer on that, and I would let it go. So, and so there they are. That's all the cookie cutters. If there's any interest in these vintage, very vintage cookie cutters from the 80s and older, possibly. So just let me know if there's any interest. Otherwise, I will set them aside. I have more, but they're kind of more random pieces, and I really haven't had a chance to organize them. Here's the rest of the construction one. It's got the towers, and even has how to assemble it. So it's the roof and the tower, and then the rest of it. So that goes with that. So anyway, cookie cutters starting bid at $6, and we'll pass on that. It looks like. Excuse me. Okay. Well, I know I've had people interested in cookie cutters in the past, and I can get my hands on more if there's ever any future interest that I currently have from that person. So, okay. All right, let's go to a simple little cedar box with wolves on the top. And let me grab my pen here so I can and where is it here? Don't know what happened, but I got dropped. Now I'm back in. Okay, pass for now on the cookie cutters. And we'll go with this nice little cedar box. And we'll start this at $6. It is cedar, and it's got wolves on the top. I'm not sure what happened with StreamYard, but anyway, we're back. And it's got a simple little latch with even a possibility of putting a small lock on it if it's so desired. Here's the inside. You can see the cedar on the inside. A little bit of lacquer or something in there that got spilled. Otherwise, good shape. And here's the hinges on the back. You see the lacquer finish. No name or anything on it. Here it is. See Cheryl in at 6. Thank you, Cheryl. Any other interested for $1 more or $1 or more? 7 or more? I did look this up, and I am giving you quite a deal. So, yes, I can do that tomorrow. Yep. I can ship it by meat email. I usually use whatever the cheapest is with pirate ship, and cookbooks are not a problem. Comic books otherwise cannot be shipped by email. But yeah, cookbook's not a problem. So, okay. Well, we'll say going once on this. Going twice. Last call. Sold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You write that down before I forget. Okay. Set that aside. Cheryl. Okay. Let's see here. We'll go back to some jewelry. Okay. I have a piece of Liz Claiborne jewelry. Bring it down here so you can see it better. Bracelet. And let's see here. What do they have on that? There it is. We'll give this a reasonable start, I think. We'll start at $6 for this Liz Claiborne silver tone necklace. Interesting story with this. When we picked this up, the person selling it apparently wasn't particularly thorough at checking their jewelry. And underneath this was another piece of jewelry. So I did not know that. Anyway, so I'm going to bring it up closer so you can see each of the stones in it, pieces in it. It looks to be about 7-inch bracelet, roughly. And I've never taken. I've left it in the package the way it came. Do not take it out other than to verify that it really is Liz Claiborne. I think it says somewhere on it. I can't recall where. Maybe on one of the clasps. But I can't confirm that it is labeled or not. It's been a while since we've had this particular piece. So this is, I think, the first time I've shown it. It is Liz Claiborne. Excuse me. And I'm going to show one other piece of jewelry after this, and we'll switch to something else again. Oh, yeah. Okay. Looks like there's no interest in Liz Claiborne. Jewelry. So we'll pass for now. Okay. All right. Okay, so I've got another item that's I'll call a household item. And this is the original box it came in. I'm going to back it up a little bit here so we can see it. And it says Woodland porcelain LED nightlight. So and I'm going to take it out of the box here in a minute. Once I find out what there it is. Okay. So obviously it's in the original box. And it is a hedgehog. So we'll take it off the plastic here and everything. And it is battery operated. So, and there's no battery in it, or if there is, it's been long gone. It looks like it takes those little round watch type batteries in here. But it's just a cute little hedgehoggy nightlight in the original box. And it's battery operated. And, if you want, I can actually supply the batteries. So I have a ton of them if they're the right ones. So porcelain nightlight by Woodland. No, okay, it takes 3 AG10 batteries. Yeah, I have those. But it says it's porcelain. You don't see a date on the manufacturer or anything like that. But is there any interest in a little porcelain nightlight with a hedgehog? Anybody who's a hedgehog fan? I suppose if they wanted to, they could actually paint it. It doesn't show it that way on the picture on the side, but that's out of the box. There's even the instructions are even in there. So, any interest in any little porcelain nightlight? If not, we'll just pass for now. Let's see here. This first. Okay. We'll pass for that for now. Up and back up. I'm going to thank you all for hanging in here with me tonight. Appreciate it, really do. Side. And how about a nice cutting board with the knife, still the original tag. Almost starting bid on this at, what did I say? Oh, let's keep it to $5. It's this marble, I believe, black marble. It's pretty hefty. It says it's by Blue Sky Corporation. Sea stars and scallops, salt and why does it say sea stars and scallops, salt? Oh, this is salt and pepper finish to the stone. It was originally Home Goods. The knife is still there with the sleeve, and this nice little decor piece. And the back of it looks like that. So you can see the stone where it's been cut, and they polish the front. And, so it's a nice little cutting board, home style, Home Goods. So, any interest at $5 for a cutting board, a little marble cutting board. There's no way you're going to dent that baby. And that's the knife is got an interesting. Here's the knife. You can see the edge. I'm assuming it's for cheese. I don't know. Any interest in that? If not, we'll move on to another item. That is really heavy. How about something for children ages 5 and up? A flip book kit. If you know what a flip book is, is essentially you draw the little cartoon and you flip through it, and it looks like it's animated. This is complete. It says color, stack, clip, and flip. And this is for ages 5 and up, it says. And we'll start this at $5 also. If there's any interest in that. Excuse me. It's a fun thing for kids. I'm going to show the back. So, fliptomania.com. So, there's a date on it. But it says everything you need to make 3 flip books: a rocket, a robot, and blank. In other words, you make your own with blank, I assume. Make your own flip book. And you just color it. It's got the pens and everything in there. And little clips to hold the paper even. On the top. Little clips up there. So, okay. Well, we'll pass for that on that. Not a problem. Oh, yes. Okay. This is back to some more jewelry again. This is I'm going to call it Pandora style. It is not a Pandora, but it's in the style of Pandora. and it's a cute little bracelet, and it's called I Love My Cat. And you'll see why when you see the charms that are on it. Meow, it's a star, love, there's a cat, and there's the clasp for it. It does have an extender, so you can make it whatever length you want. It's a very, very colorful little bracelet. And we'll call it Love My Cat bracelet. And we'll start that at 6. And yes, it'll come with a box if you want it. Okay, obviously. I prefer to ship in the box anyway because it protects it. But some really colorful little bracelet. Silver tone beads and charms. Multicolored. 6. Oh, there's one 6, 7 for Carolyn. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Cheryl. It's got a silver tone core to it as well. You'll notice it's not elastic. It's what the beads are actually through it on a silver tone strand. I guess that's really the strand. That's the way to describe it. See, 1 for 7. Any interest at 8 or more? Okay, we'll say going once. Going twice. Last call. Sold to Carolyn. Thank you. Okay, Carolyn. Well, if there's interest in that, I have another. It's different. This one's also in a box. And I think she named this one Romantic. Yes. Just to give me a label so I had something to use. It's a lot of red. Again, same similar kind of core with it. A lot of red beads, hearts on it. And I will say the same on that as the starting. We'll start that at 6 also. If I can learn how to type here. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. It even has a little cameo charm type thing on here. Fan. There's a locket in there. I mean, picture of a lock. Or charm of a lock. There's a star. The heart. You see, very colorful. Again, it has the extender on it. So I have very large hands, so you can't go by my hand. Any interest in this? Oh. 6 for Cheryl, 7 for Carolyn, 8 for Cheryl. For 8. move a 9 or more. We'll say going once. At 9 with Carolyn. Cheryl's out, so we'll say going once. Going twice. Last call. Sold to Carolyn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, put your name next to that one. Cool. Okay. Well, I came across this one, and I didn't realize it until I got home. I have this watch. It's in the original box from Macy's. And it turns out it's never been started. It still has the little plastic tab. Oops, I should have done that. Little plastic tab right there that you pull to start it. Yeah, it's mother of pearl. I would say because the band is small that you consider it a lady's watch, but I wouldn't say one way or the other for sure. But we'll say the Macy's watch. I will start that at 10. I don't know. There we go. If there's any interest, I can take it out of the thing. Let's get this cute little pillow that it's wrapped around. And there's the watch up close. I don't think it's, from the looks of the strap thing and everything, the way it's set up, I would say it's never been used. I would say it's new. It still has the plastic thing on the back here, on the back cover. There is no labeling. There's no name anywhere on the face or anything. Just that it came in the Macy's box. But when I looked this up, it matches other listings I saw. As this watch is called Macy's watch with mother of pearl background on it and gold tone markings and case and the leather. I believe that's a leather strap. But very nice watch for $10, brand new. So I'm gonna put it back on its pillow. And like I said, you can see if you can see it on the camera here, but you can see the plastic tab is still there. If the battery in it is still good, I did not want to touch. I have a good stock of watch batteries. I could, if I knew what the battery was, I would throw an extra battery in there, but I don't know what battery it takes, and it's not labeled anywhere on the casing or on the box. So there's the Macy's watch for $10. Excuse me. Okay. I'm not seeing any interest in that. Found my pen here. And we'll show another purse, I think. Okay. No interest in the watch. That's okay. Some other time. Okay. Set this one up. Try this. Bring it up here and bring the camera up. Just show you that while I type it in. And mark it off on my list. This is made by a company called Union Bag. It's all one word. Oh, Bay. Sorry. Did I say Bay? Bag? I did say bag. I said bag. I meant Bay. bring it up close so you can see it. Union Bay. It says Union Bay, I assume registered 1981 US, 100% genuine handicraft. It's a very simple bag. It's Velcro. And there it is again, the name on the inside. It's all cloth. I'm assuming cotton. They say on the tag here. Yep, 100% cotton, man-made. Velcro thing. Velcro there. Little pouch in the front there. 2 more pockets in the inside. And I would call it definitely a shoulder bag. You can see the strap's quite long and adjustable. So I would call it like a crossbody bag from what I've been learning about purses. And like I said, we'll start that at $8 for that Union bag. Nice little cotton crossbody bag. Nice white strap. So very sturdy, very heavy material in the strap. And a nice solid buckle on there as well. So anyway, here's the Union bag. Union Bay bag. If there's any interest, at $8. Start. Excuse me. We did that one. Appreciate everybody joining tonight. I really do. It's nice to see a few names out there that I recognize. And, I'm showing some of the stuff that you're interested in. Like I said, I have an interesting mix of stuff. And we have a lot of jewelry because we had a jewelry business for a number of years. And so some of that's from that. Some of this is like acquired from a couple of friends that have asked me to sell things for them, so we're on consignment. And the rest is estate sales and things like that we've been pretty fortunate with. I'm sitting in a room that is nearly wall to wall with stuff. Getting to the point where my wife's complaining because that overflow stuff affect the house. Okay, what was I going to show next? Oh yeah. Board out here while I'm thinking about that. Display this properly. Okay. We'll pull that and pass for now. Now I've got a really pretty citrine necklace. Let me get the camera focused better on that. It's citrine chips is what it is, actually. And I will start citrine chip necklace. I'll start that at $8. Now, it is. I have it connected through the extender, and so you can see the extender here and the lobster claw type. So it would be if full length of it with the extender is looks like 18 inches. and then you can shorten it down. This is just silver tone, not silver, not marked, but it is citrine. And if there's an interest in that, at $8 start. Excuse me. I dropped my pen. Let me mark that one off on my list of things shown. One other necklace I want to show. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, assume there's no interest in that. I'll pass for now on that. You can see the citrine in it. It's that yellowish stone, varying shape and size. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I have this other necklace and earring set, and it's called Occasion. And we'll start that at bead also. And it's, let's see if I can get that to stay like that. I'll just have to hold it. But there's that necklace set, and you can see these. I don't believe these are pearls. I just pearl-like. And then it has these little reflective beads. Let me see if I can get on the camera here better. There we go. Focus already. Come on. And then there's the earrings. And they're shepherd hook type of earrings. They're on the original display here. And it's not exactly a gold, it's more of a copper tone than a gold tone. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me a second. There. Okay. I won't sneeze again. Okay. So necklace and earring set. You can see here. And that's, you see, it's got these pearl-like beads and more of a coppery tone chain, or it's kind of a cross between gold and copper. I'll have to describe it better. And these greenish kind of reflective beads. Very pretty, I think. Anyway, kind of classy looking. And so, but there's no interest in that. That's fine. Set that right there for now until I can get my list together here. Try to keep from sneezing again. Okay. And oh yeah. Okay. Any? Oh, I got two other things I think you guys would find interesting. No, some of you might find interesting. Maybe nobody find interesting. I don't know. Okay. So we'll put pill pass for now on this. Excuse me. Like I said, spring allergies. All right, so we'll pull that. Get that out of the way. I think that's it for me with necklaces tonight. So I have this set of Christmas cards, but they're comical. Now, I have to explain, it's not a full set. It says 24 cards, but there's really only 18 in here. And it's easy to explain why. You'll see the cover of the box, and you can see the comical card here. I hope nobody takes offense. But anyway, but their cards are in there, brand new. And there's this one here. It says, Merry Christmas, Merry and Bright. Well, you and Rum. And then there's another one in here. And there's a lot of repeats in here. Here's your Christmas card. Here's the inside. And then this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And one of them, you make Christmas Merry and Bright. And then the envelopes. And then there's another series. Oh, there's more of the You Make Christmas Merry and Bright cards. And then there's one here. Just made a little Christmas fudge. Merry Christmas and Happy Pooh Year. Cute little picture. Like I say, there's 6 of those. So that's where the 18 comes from. 6 of those, 6 of those, and 6 of the other. But not the one of the deer. So I want to make sure that's clear. I would say, you see the original price was $9.99. I just want $4. So $4 buy it now. Cards. They're, I think, maybe I can call it shoebox Hallmark. Doesn't say what year this was, but anyway. And if somebody's creative, they can probably just copy the picture off of that. They might want to make their own card. It does tell you what the inside says as well on the back of the box. Any interest in some new vintage sort of Christmas cards? A shoebox. Excuse me, I'm gonna mute it again for a second. Oh, thanks, Carolyn. We'll add that to your list. Write it down so I don't forget. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Let me mute for a second here. Okay, I'm back. All right. Add that to Carolyn's list. Anybody into vintage PC computer games? I actually was surprised that this one is out there and what they're asking for it. But I will put it here. If there's any interest at all, we'll start this at we'll start it at $5 and see where it goes. It says so it's fly. It's obviously for flying plane. The ultimate flight simulator for beginners to experts. For Windows, this tells you how old it is. For Windows 95, 98, and NT, Fly is Y2K compliant. So that tells you how long ago that came out. I think the date on it is actually there's a date on it at all. It is not new. It's been this has been opened. But the box is here. Everything's complete. Um, it has all the discs and stuff inside. Um, I don't know if anybody's interested in this kind of thing. Like I say, it's definitely vintage, but the box and the manuals are all in there. And I do know I have a friend who has many computers, and he even keeps the older Windows style computers running because he likes to play the old games and stuff. So I do know there's a market for this stuff. Um, but I'm only saying we'll start it at 5, and if there's no interest, there's no interest. But I thought it was pretty cool. I used to play a flight simulator game many years ago. 1999 it says on it. So that is definitely right on the vintage edge. You used to have this, Cheryl? Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I have no idea if it's compatible with Windows 10 or 11, um, and it'd be easy to find out. But anyway, like I said, I have a friend that he's into all these older computers, and there is a market out there, just like the old Nintendo games. Is a market for those as well. Um, but anyway, at $5, it's a good deal. I know you can turn around and resell this pretty easily on eBay or any of the markets that handle PC games. So it is rated kids to adults, so it is nothing issue about it. I have one of the ones I have for flight simulating is actually a World War type thing where you're flying your plane, and it's a World War II based one, but you are flying with a joystick and everything like that. It gets pretty challenging. Actually, it just takes some fair amount of practice to get it to fly right. And as you get better and better, it gives you more and more features on your plane or better planes. You literally start out with a biplane. So, but anyway, okay. I just was curious to see if anybody was interested in this. I came across this the other day that we had it. It wasn't something I played like Cheryl did, but I had something similar. But we thought it was interesting. Okay, we'll pass for now. Not a problem. So I'll throw it out there on eBay. See what happens. And I'll throw this out there too. Tom and Jerry 3 DVD set. Came across this the other day, and I was reading where they are starting to take some of these old cartoons and edit them to make them so they're less offensive. I guess is the best way to put this in a polite way. So I can't say that this is how old this is. I was trying to find a date on it, and I think it's the original. It does say it's not rated, but there is 40 episodes on 3 discs. If there's any interest in that, Tom and Jerry. We'll start that at. Let me think here. No, let's just keep it. Let's keep it within the reasonable reach here. Make it at $4. And this can be shipped media mail because there's no commercials. It is typically a movie, so or movie like. But if there's any interest in that, I did check them. They look okay. I didn't see any big scratches or anything like that on them. I did not test them though. Although if nobody buys it, then I may do that. Just try it and see what happens. But it's Tom and Jerry Fur Flying Adventures, Tom and Jerry Greatest Chases, and Tom and Jerry Tales Volume 1. So, any interest in Tom and Jerry at $4? Okay. I did say at the beginning I was going to bring a couple things back because I know there's some people that joined later, and I did have a Ray Dunn mug. If somebody's interested in the Ray Dunn mug that wasn't here earlier, if they are, let me know in the chat, and I'll put it back up. Same thing goes for the Wade Red Rose Teabag figurines. I have a bunch of those, 5 different sets of those, and I can put those up there like in different. I've tried to make them in sort of different themes. But we'll pass for now on Tom and Jerry. That's fine. All right. We'll do one more game, I guess. This is a dice game. It's called Go Nuts. And it says it's for ages 8 plus, for 2 to 4 players. It says it's 12-minute games. So when it comes to kids, that's usually a good thing, the attention span wise. So we'll say we'll start this we'll also say $4 for this as well. Yes, sure, Shell. Yep, I'll put you down for the chronology game. Let me find it. My list. Sure. Carolyn, you want the Raid Done Monk? Okay, let me see if there's no interest in the Go Nuts game. We'll jump right into that. I knew there was somebody who's I've had in the past couple of auctions that was interested in Raid Done, and I had this one. I actually have a couple of others as well. One's Christmas oriented as well. Okay, no interest in the Go Nuts game. Okay. There is the Raid Done mug I have. Pray, wait, trust. And I think I was asking, I was starting that at $8. If you're interested, it's in very good shape. There's a little bit of sticker residue on the bottom here that need to be cleaned off. The bottom is in pretty good shape. You see this, usually, you start to see the wear here, and there's just a little bit of wear on there. Like I said, there's some sticker residue on here and on the back here, but it was a shelf it was sitting on. I'm sure it got bumped up against, but I don't see any chips or anything like that on it. So, these are really rugged mugs. See, $8 for Carolyn. Great. Okay, we'll just say sold, Carolyn, because I don't think there's anybody else interested at this point. Okay, thank you. Okay. Set that aside. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is getting on a little after 9. I know I'm not sure. We'll do a couple more items and then we'll call it a night. See, I showed that. I've pretty much gone through most of my list. I've got a little bit more jewelry that I could show quickly. That's what I'll do, just in case. And then we'll call it a night pretty much, I think. I've got this one from, it's called Studio 1886, a whimsical pendant necklace, red. And then it has it in French over here. This is brand new in the box. And you can see it has a gold tone with some kind of maybe rhinestone there. And the heart is, like, I'm going to tilt it around here so you can see it. It's full of little things like another heart and some red little stone-ish type thing. And it's still in the original packaging. I could probably pull the packaging out of the box, but I'm not going to take it out of the packaging. Give me a second. Let me just grab something and pop it out if I can. Yep. So I can pop it out. You see, it's that gold tone thing with a lobster claw on the back. And it looks like there's an extender, maybe even. But I will say we'll start this at $6. I'm just going to call it whimsical. Oops, I can spell it right. Sickle. We'll start that at 6 for that whimsical little necklace. Show it again here. If we can get the glare off of it. There we go. Gives you a pretty good idea what it looks like. It's very pretty. So it has, I'm using my screwdriver I just had in my hand. It's got a little reflective stones there and another one there. And then inside the heart is all these pieces. Very pretty. They're all in the original packaging. Studio 1886. This doesn't say. Let me think here, and it might say in the back. Oh, this is Avon. Oh. And you can see it's pretty recent, 2022. So, anyway, so we will pass on that, I guess. Okay, I'm going to go quickly because I'm just going to try and wrap it up here for the evening. And what did the other one I had? Oh, yeah, these are cute. What did I want for those? Okay, so we'll pull this. We'll show these, and they also come in the original packaging. Cute little post earrings of shoes, gold tone shoes. Again, pull this out just to show you the backs. There were no markings on them when I looked. I'll pull one just to show you best I can. They're really petite. Here's the post. And I could not find any markings on them, but they're very cute. They're really, like I said, I bet you not. They're looks like about a half an inch, just under a half an inch in length. So, and what did I say, $5 that for these little cute little gold tone earrings. Bring that up so it'll focus, hopefully. Come on, focus. There. And there's those. We'll put that there for a second while I queue up the next item. Oh, yeah. Another quite little pink bracelet. It's a stretchy type bracelet. And it's, I don't believe that's stone. I believe it's just acrylic. We'll say $4 for that. No, we'll say, $3. I'm sorry, I had the wrong number. $3 for the pink bracelet. If there's any interest. Quite shiny. Whatever they made it out of, it's very reflective, like crystal. crystal-like reflective, but it's not cold to the touch at all. Very, very blingy. Carolyn in for 3. Thank you, Carolyn. Let me let you down. Thank you, thank you. Put that in your stash. Oh, I'm getting down to the end here. Of what I have on my list, anyway. I didn't see. What did I not show? Oh, okay. I'll do one more item. Another game. Anybody interested in a game called Encore? You got the word? Can you sing a song? And we'll start this at, we'll say $5. So it is, I believe, a game that's been played. There's a board in there, and the pack of cards never been opened. The timer, the dice. So it is a board game, and the cards have some kind of words on the back. I'm not sure why, but okay. They say it's for ages 8 and up, and two plus players, and approximately 30 minutes of play. And it shows you all the pieces and parts in there, and they're all in there. So you sing a song, any song with the word love in the lyrics, and then it says, how about run? Now try hard. So it is basically that. So if you're a person who loves playing song-related games, you're given a word, you have to come up with a song with that word in it. It sounds pretty easy. In my family, though, we go over really well and that's probably why we had it up at one time. Although it looks like it was never played, so I guess we never got anybody interested. But we're a very musical family. Well, I should say my immediate family. I have to tease my son-in-laws because only one of them's into music. The other two are. But lots of fun. So I shouldn't say they're not into music. I just mean they're not musicians. We have a lot of musicians in the family. But anyway, no interest in the Encore game. Write that down just in case somebody does ask for it later. And we'll pass for now. Okay. That is the end of the list of stuff I put together for tonight. I was looking around to see if there's anything else I could just throw up at the last minute that somebody might be interested in. I didn't see anything in the chat wise as far as anybody saying, hey, do you have this or that? And it wouldn't surprise me if you asked for something I do or don't have, but I didn't do a lot of, like I said, didn't do a lot of ceramics or porcelain type stuff tonight. I did a little bit, but not a lot. I have a lot of it though. Porcelain figurines and things like that. I also have action figures, as the guys call them, basketball, football players. I have a lot more toys. I have McDonald's and Burger King toys in the original bags, that kind of stuff. So I had to do an inventory this year for tax reasons, and boy, I'm finding stuff I've forgotten that I had. So, but okay, folks, I think we'll call it a night, and I thank you all for joining in. And like I said, I'm looking at doing it twice a week. I may shoot for, right now, my plan for next week is possibly Monday afternoon and again Thursday night again. It seems like Thursday night is good for at least a handful of folks, and as we try to build up the audience a little bit more and more here. And hope you can pass this on to some of your friends. If you have any comments, the things that you'd like to see or things you think I'm doing wrong that I can improve, I am very thick-skinned. I don't have a problem with critique, so I'd be more than happy to hear from people. Anything I can do to improve things and make it easier for you to enjoy what I'm showing. So, alrighty. Well, okay. Have a great night and a great weekend, as it's coming up pretty quick. And hopefully everybody stays healthy and well. Good night.